So here I am, a psychologist, going to speak to you about how to keep your attitudes focused and positive. My presentation is directed at tapping into you and what gets to you in terms of your stress and your attitudes and how you can turn that around. Young lady, do you have any idea who I am? She says, wait a minute, sir, maybe I can help you. She gets on the loudspeaker and she says, attention, everyone in the vicinity of gate 27. We have a passenger here who has no idea who he is.
Oh, he was terrific. In a time where so many people want to concentrate on the negative, he brings the positive out from inside of you.
You're going to make a decision today, by the time you're done hearing me, as to which road you want to travel. And it really depends whether you're going to get stuck in the obstacles or whether you're going to keep your focus on the goal at the end of the road and get through or around those obstacles.
I had Jack speak at one of my Lunch and Learn Roadshow seminars, and he was so wonderful that everyone was just riveted. So I would definitely have him come back.
Take it or leave it. Okay, anyway. So the first prescription to keeping your attitudes positive is to take control of your internal critic. Conquering your internal critic, that little voice that's inside of your head that we all have, that about 96% of the time is speaking in negatives to you, like, don't try this, no, it's too risky, what if this happens? That little voice that we all have. Everybody in this room has that voice. Anyone with more than one voice, please see me right after this presentation. But everybody has that little voice inside of your head, talking to you in negatives. Because I'm going to help you to become everything you ever wanted to be able to deal with whatever life hands you, whatever circumstances life hands you, in a rational way, without worrying about the negative forecasts you hear for the future. Because you see, events don't really cause problems in our lives. Events don't cause the way we feel. Events don't lead to stress and attitude problems. It's our interpretation of those events. And our interpretation is based on some habits we've developed in the way we look at things happening to us and what we say to ourselves about them. And once you understand what you're saying to yourself about those events, you will understand why you have the attitudes, the moods, and the emotions that you have. You never know when an opportunity is going to take place, and you have to get rid of that internal critic that continues to speak negatively to you.
He brought home his message through his laughter, and I think that was the most worthwhile session I've seen in a long time.
Oh, I thought he did a great job. It's very entertaining.
I thought it was great. It was really fun.
Very positive.
And very positive, yeah.
Yes. Make a new beginning.
Now, just now, when I said, we have a passenger here who has no idea who he is, it took 4/10 of a second for most of you to get that joke. 4/10 of a second between the time your subconscious mind heard the words and it translated into something you didn't expect and something that was humorous. And in that 4/10 of a second, a wave of negatively charged ions flowed over your cerebral cortex. Now, this sounds like a lot of highfalutin mumbo-jumbo, so let's boil it down to what it really means. You just jacked up your immune system. We know that every time a person laughs, they jack up their immune system. And part of what I'm going to talk to you about today is more about bringing fun into your life and laughing more. Jacking up your immune system. If you're sitting in an emergency row and you cannot read these instructions, notify the attendant immediately. You see, the subconscious mind is like a beautiful garden that should have roses planted in it, but instead, well-meaning but misinformed parents, teachers, and authority figures have planted weeds in the garden of our subconscious.
Well, I loved it, and I'm very glad we had him here.